I believe that I need to type a long answer out. So basically, when it comes to getting a license, you need to make sure it is legal. And if you are not legally obligated to drive, then you got a big doo-doo. But if you are legally obligated to actually drive, then I would say around 16, 17 years old. But you have to get into the part where you need a background check. Like for an example, do you take drugs? Do you drink an ungodly amount to the point where you should be dead from kidney failure but you're not? Once you got that out of the way, you need to actually find a good car. But you cannot have one that you want. You get what you need. Thanks to Ms. Allen's teachings, I know now that cars are not important. Anywho, after buying the car and getting your driver license, you need to tell yourself not to crash into the side of the road before you get into your car to leave. And you need to remind yourself that even though you have nothing, at least you have a car. Once you get home from work in the new car you bought, you will get yelled at by your parents, being harassed about how terrible you parked. So to be honest, getting a license is not something I am super excited about. It is just a reminder that I am closer to responsibility, and most importantly, death. But hey, look on the bright side. Once you get that license, you can practically sit in your car all day listening to music and wasting gas. Dear Mr. Cobra, in regards to thy recent statement on the legal age to drive, I humbly request of you to fix some elements in thy statement. However, I must admit, sir, you have made some very brilliant points on the facts about the legal age to drive. Indeed, there is tidying to do on the matter. First off, I shall note that you have made many proper English errors. You must use proper words such as thy, shall, statement, discover, note, tis, etc. Second off, if thy making such a statement, you must not put comedy in it. Comedy is only used in cases where we make absolute jokes on different subjects. Since thy making a proper statement on a subject, I request that you shall remove the statement of big doo-doo. Third off, since you introduce thy audience with a person, you shall address them properly. Questions thy audience might have include, is she a doctor, teacher, police officer, or a normal citizen? In such case you would address the person like this: Dr., Ms., or Officer Allen's teachings. I am not one to jump to conclusions and assume, but since you have that knowledge you shall choose one of the following. I also request that you change anywho to anyways. The term anywho is not an official word in the English language. To conclude my statement on corrections, I must say that thy statement about the legal age to drive is quite impressive. However, it needs tidying. Sincerely, Epic. First of all, Epic, you made a couple of mistakes. First of all, you suggest I use the title, teacher, for Ms. Allen, when she is not worthy of such title, and not to mention, saying teacher Allen sounds kind of incorrect. Imagine this, teacher Allen, have we been good? Second, you say I need to use thy, shall, and tis. While it sounds like good grammar, I don't think we are in the 12th century. Finally, I was not trying to be proper with my English. I am not in class. And may I remind you of the fact you used the incorrect version of your. When speaking about ownership of something, you must use your ex. Go get your car. What you need to use for your funny picture is your ex. Pop, you're Britain. Pop, you are Britain. The way you put it was the following: Pop, you're Britain. Which will amount to your ownership, Britain. Dear Mr. Cobra, I would like to address you on thy claims about my works. First off, I requested that you announce the proper title of the person you addressed in thy sentence, thus allowing for context. Here is how you shall put it. Thanks to Ms. Allen, a teacher, in which she has taught me that cars are not as important as they seem. I know we are in such a new modern time that it has gotten down to the point where no one uses the proper words of the English language. I am one who is fighting to preserve such words and keep their spirits alive, no matter what century we find ourselves in. 'Tis good practice to use proper English in or out of any classroom of such. I would like address you on thy claims of my comedic joke. To be fair, when marking that comedic joke I was a tad bit off on said day. I had come to the conclusion recently that my choice of words were not correct, and I am ashamed of it, but life moves on, so I must move on as well. Also, I will point out that you always use the term XD all the time. May I remind you, a proper replacement would be that was funny, you made me laugh. Those would work, though in any such case when using them you shall modify them when necessary. Anyway sir, to conclude the following statement, You have mistaken some ideas of which I requested and I have owned up to my mistakes. Good day. Sincerely, Epic. Driver's permit. I have the knowledge that this channel is established to be a Q&A channel. However, I believe that 'tis necessary to properly correct people on their English. I am well aware that 'tis not 300 years in the past, though I shall continue to talk in such a way to preserve the classic way of our English language. The topic in which I corrected Mr. Cobra on was the legal age to drive a vehicle. During this time of the previous day, I had discovered several mistakes in Mr. Cobra's statement. From that I noted them and released my follow-up statement to the public. I may do this again in the coming days or months, depending on the time, possibly years. Expect the unexpected from me, for I am willing to correct anyone's mistake. In fact, maybe there shall be a proper speech channel of such where we address each of our peers in a well-formatted matter. Now to conclude my statement, I shall continue to take actions when necessary on English corrections. Good day, fellow citizens. Epic.
Hey guys, quick note, I am planning to make more YouTube videos in the coming days, so let me know what you guys would want to possibly see for the future of the channel. I do have some ideas in mind, but I would like to hear some feedback. Anyways, thanks everyone for watching this YouTube video, I really appreciate it, and make sure to leave a like or something. See you guys in the next one, bye.